Tarot, astrology, and other divinatory arts are not a replacement or substitute for psychiatric or physical health care. Blessings, everyone. Hope you are all doing very well as we continue to cruise into the new year. In this new segment, I am going to be covering the topic of, well, the card of the week before we go into the weekly tarot forecasts that each sign has for this coming week. And of course, you can navigate those by just opening up the down bar and looking at the chapters that I have laid out for each sign. When it comes to the card of the week, this is intended to be a general feel, the general meaning or the energy behind all things that are moving in those forecasts, what we are all needing to keep in mind and in heart as we go through this week. Remember, if you are watching your rising sign, as I do recommend that you do when it comes to watching my tarot forecasts after your sun sign, you are going to be getting more clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign reading is going to show up. And if you're watching your moon sign, you are going to be getting the less prominent, albeit still significant, side story that's also playing out throughout the course of the week. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. So the card of the week, we have the Ten of Cups upright. One of the best cards in the deck. Definitely in the top 5 of the 78. And when we look at the Ten of Cups, the focus is always about bringing things to their most positive outcomes, bringing things to their most positive transformation, resolution, getting ready to close up a lot of stories, a lot of investments, a lot of procedures, a lot of journeys that we may have been on, and focusing on elevating everything by raising it up in terms of its quality, its value, whatever it is meant to evolve into. With the Ten of Cups, we see a lot of culminating events showing us exactly where you might call the highest potential or the highest outcome of a certain investment of your time, your emotions, your energy, your efforts are going to, what that's going to precipitate, what that's going to actually bring forward for you. But we're also going to be seeing that even things that may come up in the weekly forecast that could be seen as stressful or challenging or negative are all happening still for the greater good, especially because the Ten of Cups is all about pushing everyone to the spaces where they do have the most satisfaction in any area of their life, when it comes to the most love, when it comes to the most contentment, the most peace, the most serenity, the most order, the most harmony. And this is going to be what this week is all about. Sometimes the Ten of Cups will make us see where exactly our energy needs to be redirected, right? Where we need to focus on the greater good versus maybe something that is a bit more egoic in nature or something that may be brought about or held in place by what you might call like a negative conditioning. It's not really a card that tries to turn something negative or unhealthy into something that passes for healthy or positive. So it may also still put that, in our face, call our attention to that. But the transformation or the movement away from such things is also going to be a heavy theme of this week. And with the Ten of Cups, this is where we go into the graduation moments, the promotion moments, the transfer moments, the relationship commitment moments, the new relationship moments, elevation into expansion of family or expansion of an enterprise, and going into those happily ever after spaces. But we need to be ready because with the Ten of Cups, we also need to see what everything else is all about. So allow this process to work with you, lean in to these moments, and have a good week. And with that said, let's get on to the weekly forecasts for each sign. Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Queen of Cups upright. And this is a week where a lot of you are going to have a lot of helpful interference, a lot of assistance, a lot of good backup stepping forward to do a lot of favors for you, to help kind of spruce up your world. With the Queen of Cups upright, it's important to pay attention to where helpful people as well as helpful deeds are going to be in the offering that you want to be ready to accept. Even if these may be gifts or these may be deeds or directions that don't immediately feel like they connect to anything that you are familiar with. The Queen of Cups always shows up as both a tutor and a helper, and you're going to be getting a lot of that in all areas of your life this week. Make sure that you keep an open mind, that you are ready to listen, and pay attention to where the Queen of Cups, in all forms that the Queen of Cups is going to be showing up this week, is going to be helping you get out of a situation that maybe you are done living. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Six of Cups upright. And this week there may be some very interesting news coming out of the past as it relates to a financial or professional matter. This could be an old job opportunity, an old transfer, an old promotion, something that maybe you wish you took or something that you felt passed over by, or maybe even the return of some old money or some good news from a past ally or associate that is coming back into your life to hook you up. Or maybe it's an old VIP client or some kind of old project or plan that you had to turn aside from once upon a time. It's coming back for you to retrieve. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you do have the King of Swords reversed. This week there may be some frustrating news or maybe even a full-on conflict going on around a situation where somebody has been tampering with information. The King of Swords reversed often shows up where only half the truth is being told. No lies, but not necessarily the whole truth either. Be careful because this could indicate a revelation about some kind of narrative or plan that you or a team, a group, or a family have been working with that is no good, that is actually doing more harm or may even be serving the interests or the needs of this King of Swords reversed, whoever they may be, may not necessarily be a he. A lot of the times the King of Swords reversed, there is this sort of grandiose belief that they know what's best for everybody. And so they may kind of speak in very open, very vague, paraphrase-like terms, and again, not necessarily share whole truths. I never trust paraphrasing when it comes to testimonials or advice. I don't recommend anyone does, but pay attention because with the King of Swords reversed, that might be what's been jerking this situation around. When it comes to your challenge this week, you have the King of Cups reversed. This week, you may find that you're going to have to nip in the bud a situation where a lot of attachments that may be rooted in insecurity have been speaking for what's allowed to be and what's not allowed to be in your world. Insecurities from the King of Cups reversed could be coming from another person, right? Maybe it's a situation where the friendship, the business partnership, or the family, or any kind of connection, any kind of involvement rotates around the insecurities or the wounds of another. Or it may even be something that's kind of a shadow hanging over a connection or an involvement or a family, almost like, a family curse kind of thing. We have to see what we can do to stop abiding the sickness and start working with things that are a little bit more healthy and serving the highest interest of all concerned. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Six of Wands upright, and things are beautiful in love this week for you Aries people, because the Six of Wands is all about not only attaining a tremendous victory, but the commencement with a big victory march towards a goal or towards maybe a big plan or accomplishment that you and a partner or a spouse have been working on finally getting in stone for a very long time. This could be something going on with a big win in terms of a completion of some kind of prerequisite. This could be the influx of new support, whether it is people support or material support, taking advantage of an opening, or maybe this victory is also coming from some kind of breakthrough that you and a partner, each and together, are going to be celebrating this week. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, you're going to be quite popular when it comes to the dating circuit, and you may find that you have more than one option on the table. If you are, looking to maybe play the field, this is definitely a good week for you. If you do have somebody in mind, or you are looking to take a dating situation to a new level, crossing this milestone or finally getting a chance to overcome whatever obstacles or interference may be there, is also going to be getting underway this week. So that's what I've got for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. Check out your rising and your moon sign. If you haven't, make sure that you do. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your spiritual theme or the big focus of the week is the Lovers upright. This is a week that is all about new long-term commitments, win-win involvements, win-win alliances, connections and contracts getting crystallized, getting ironed out, and finally gelling. With the Lovers card upright, it's really important. Yes, we do have Mercury retrograde technically still this week, but you can at least still talk about it. Don't be one of those losers who just hides under a bed every time a planet goes retrograde. You're wasting your life. No, the Lovers, however, is bringing in the opportunity to still get these things in order. In fact, with the Lovers card upright, a lot of tentative commitments, things that have maybe been kind of up in the air, right? All talk, no action, are also going to start moving, also going to start finally coming together and getting down to some good hard work. And we're also seeing a lot of long-term alliances, long-term projects, long-term commitments in a professional and financial sense also starting to take root in your world, promising a much more secure and much more stimulating, enjoyable professional quality of life. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family, you do have the Nine of Cups upright. And this is going to be a wish-granting kind of week, because with the Nine of Cups, we see something that we have been doggedly pursuing, or something that we have been really trying to bring forth into substantiation, right? Something that we've been appealing for, applying for, something that we have been gunning for financially or professionally, finally being ours, something that we can actually claim in hand. With the Nine of Cups, this could be finding something that is considered a treasure you've been seeking, whether it's a job, a new place to live, or again, just a sum of money, or perhaps even a granting, an approval, an acceptance, an acknowledgement, or a go-ahead when it comes to something that you've put on the table, right? A ball that you've left in somebody else's court, professionally or financially. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Judgment card upright. And this week there may be some kind of bringing to a head of a long-standing story as it relates to your family, a friendship, or maybe a group that you are affiliated with. And the Judgment card is bringing this to a head in order to close that story and move everyone into a different space. With the Judgment card, this could be a test, or perhaps, yes, a final conversation, a resolution of sorts that comes in the form of a battle, a conflict, still for the best, or possibly with the Judgment card, even bringing in a lot of old unfinished business so that we can have a clean slate before our big graduation, big lift, big level up moment that is promised this week. The Judgment card is also indicating that there may be some kind of opportunity to showcase your skills, test your methods, or take on some kind of interview, some kind of audition, some kind of space where you are getting to prove yourself in order to elevate yourself. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Ten of Swords reversed. And this week, the Ten of Swords reversed is all about paying attention to where you need to get out of situations to accept the good that's coming. The Ten of Swords reverse can often show up where we need to accept we've dodged a bullet, that something has come as far as it's going to go. We need to accept substitutions. We need to be ready to take on the goodies that are here with us, that maybe the things that we're clinging on to disqualify us from having. If you want to reap the rewards of the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, or the Judgment card, we got to pay attention with this card, right? The Ten of Swords reverse can sometimes show up where we have to rethink our attachments, rethink our loyalties even to a certain degree. A loyalty without love is just attachment anyway. And, so maybe rethink how you go about doing that. What I like, though, about the Ten of Swords reverse is that it's also promising revivals of things that maybe you shouldn't have gotten rid of, or things that maybe never should have been taken away or blocked from you. And so you also want to make sure to be ready. There might be some resurrections this week in a good way. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Eight of Cups reversed. And this week, there could be news of a return to the past in some way with a partner or with a spouse. With the Eight of Cups reversed, there is something that we are trying to get back to, whether it was maybe an old goal, an old stage in our relationship, or an old pastime, an old dream, an old love language that we are getting a chance to revive here as well. The Eight of Cups reversed can be a very pleasant and very sweet return journey, return story, and there is sort of the retrieval of a spark for a lot of you Taurus people out there. For those of you who are maybe single or are available to new people, well, with the Eight of Cups reversed, this is bringing back an opportunity that maybe we never really got to get very far with. Now, this is going to be an opportunity where, again, the feelings were mutual. There was absolutely reciprocity here. But I think that this could be maybe the circumstances or whatever obstacles that were there before just not being there anymore. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme, the big focus, is the Fool reversed. And so this week is about a lot of course corrections, maybe getting a chance to go back and undo some things that maybe we had taken on, or maybe some wrong turns at Albuquerque, so to speak, that we may have made. With the Fool card reversed, it's all about getting a chance to get back on track, but it may also require us to let go of maybe some principles, some loyalties, or even some fears or pessimistic attitudes that we think are protecting us. Because the Fool card reverse can show us where sometimes we are being overly cautious to the point where we're not seeing the virtue in new beginnings that we've already been offered in recent history, whether it's the last few weeks, the last few months, the last few years, it does not matter. And with the Fool reversed, you get a chance to make some corrections, so keep an open mind. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you have the Ten of Wands reversed. And with the Ten of Wands reversed, it looks like a lot of you are going to be getting a chance to unburden yourselves from some kind of financial or professional involvement or project or pursuit that has started to turn against you in some way. Now, this could be a change of role. Some of you may also be dropping a financial obligation or expense. Some of you are getting off the hook for something that you thought was going to be over-encumbering you for life. Some of you may even find that this is a chance to get out of Dodge with a situation that you did not see an escape or know how to escape before. Some of you may even find that you may be getting a big break for some kind of big move that you have been fantasizing about making. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Strength card upright. And it looks like a close friend, ally, partner, family member is going to be rising up in their power, in their prominence, in their strength, and immediately letting you have some. Because the strength card is all about somebody coming in and basically helping to tackle an issue that does take more than one pair of hands and one pair of eyes to solve. This could be a situation where you have been shorthanded, but you are no more because of the help of this person. This could even be somebody that is helping you to turn a negative situation around so that you can still cash in on it and move on. You may also find that with the Strength card, this person throwing their weight around may be enacting some changes in your world that you may not have had the stomach to enact yourself, but it is still working in your favor. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Sun reversed. Not a bad challenge at all, even if the Sun is reversed. However, with the Sun card reversed, we have this: make sure we allow everything to get the treatment focus, okay? The Sun card reversed is all about bringing in harmony, eliminating burnout, curing dis-ease, or curing that which only brings more lack, doubt, fear, and disharmony around you. With the Sun card reversed as a challenge, though, you may feel that it's a little bit hard to watch happen or to allow to happen. You may be feeling like this is something that is a disruption that is necessary, but you might feel so much empathy for what's going on around you that you don't let these good things do their work. Get out of your own way. You know, you can have empathy for what is going on, especially if something is stirring up trouble, and still do what is right for all concerned, okay? It's okay. But you have to make sure that you understand with the Sun card reversed, this is all about fixes. This is all about solutions. And there's no more polishing of things that should just be cast away. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Three of Cups upright. Love and romance is going into a beautiful way this week because there seems to be a new influx of recreation, new bonding activities, as well as an expansion of your platonic support system that is also enabling you and your partner, your spouse, or your person of interest to finally have your space in the world the way you like it. When it comes to the Three of Cups, we get a chance to not only pal around with more people, bring more social, intellectual, and recreational stimulation into our world, but we're also finding that our community is lifting us up and maybe even helping us accomplish a goal that we have been maybe working on our own without all of that help. Maybe the Strength card and the Three of Cups are the same person or the same affiliation. When it comes to those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Three of Cups is indicating that it could be through a social group that you are affiliated with that new love starts. Now, this could be maybe a hookup, a matchmaking opportunity, right? Meeting somebody through one degree of separation in a friendship circle that you have or a friend that you know. Or this could be some of you exploring a chemistry with a friend that is already a part of a group, whatever kind of group it is, that you are also deeply connected to. So that is what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to check out your rising and your moon sign. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on into my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Magician reversed. And this week, we're going to need to take a good hard look at maybe what we have been trying to make do without that is actually taking us off our course, and where do we need to bite the bullet and maybe update our resources, update our skill set, update our contact list, so to speak, because the Magician card reverse can often show up where we need to pay attention is something going ahead without all of the proper tools or without all the proper support, or is something, you know, maybe getting manipulated, is maybe something that we think all there is, not exactly all it's cracked up to be, Or are we in a situation where we might be getting kind of told something's one way when it's actually another? Now, what's coming forth from this card this week, as I'm reading it, really focuses more on the former. Where is it we are trying to rise up or grow, but we might not necessarily be working with the right tools, the right resources, whether it's because we don't have them or the ones we've been given are faulty. And what can we do to fix that? When it comes to material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ace of Swords upright, and it looks like moving on up or getting those resources is going to be very easy this week because with the Ace of Swords, we have a road opener. It's the green light card, as you've probably heard me say in the past. There is some kind of opening or maybe even a very helpful push going on in a financial or professional matter that is starting you down a much more wealthy way. And this could be something that is proposed or put on the table by somebody that you know, or this could be a road opening that was once closed in the past. Either way, it's time for some attainment. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Knight of Swords reversed. And there may be some kind of fight or some kind of conflict going on with somebody that just through their behavior, through the way that they communicate, the way they go about whatever they're doing, seems to be reaping what you sow. The Knight of Swords reverse can sometimes show up where we need to pay attention to loose cannons, to disorganized people, people who do not think before they speak, people who have a tendency to just let their impulses run like mad. And there could be something going on in a group or in a maybe a family situation or an involvement where somebody else's erratic and mindless behavior is putting something very sensitive but still has good potential at risk. And we're going to need to confront this situation head on. When it comes to your challenge this week, you have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Accept help when it comes. The Five of Pentacles reversed is all about being ready to change our strategy and also allow things that are being handed off to us to be handed off to us without feeling bad. Don't feel like a charity case. Don't feel like you have to go through this whole week alone. Don't think that because you started something a certain way, you have to finish it that way. With the Five of Pentacles reversed, voids are getting filled in your life. Very much like we saw with the Magician card reversed. Things that you thought you had to live without, make do without, just jerry-rig everything else for. You don't have to do that. Be prepared for some updates and upgrades to the way you get things done. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Moon reversed. And this week there could be some kind of unveiling going on. The Moon card reverse is all about a reveal. And for a lot of you who are single or are available to new people, this could be the reveal of somebody else's love interest or attraction to you. Whether it's current or something from the past, may still be something you can explore. When it comes to those of you who are married or are coupled, the Moon card reverse is indicating there is an unveiling going on that will be a very pleasant surprise for you, or for maybe you and your partner, you and your spouse at the same time. This could be a partner maybe making this reveal, something that they've had going on in private, or this could be something that is unveiled to each of you as it relates to some maybe a family matter or in a joint financial matter. Either way, we've got some really good news coming out from behind the curtain. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. And don't forget to check out your rising and your moon sign. Take care. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or the big focus of this week is the Six of Swords, upright. And this week is all about deliverance. It's all about transitioning from difficult spaces, choppy waters, to smooth waters. And a lot of you are going to find that there are going to be a lot of small culminating moments peppered throughout this week that are helping you and urging you to move on from a lot of stuck conditions. However, you may also need to be taking some leaps of faith this week with this news as well. We may be moving on from things that we feel are unfinished. We may be moving on from things that feel familiar and into the unknown. However, with the Six of Swords, these are also very important moves because we're always moving onward and upward. We're always moving to greener pastures, to brighter horizons with the Six of Swords, but it may not have the feeling of comfort in the very beginnings, especially if we are looking to get a lot of information or we are trying to be comforted by the familiar. Be ready to step into the unknown for your own good. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you do have the Ace of Cups reversed, and it does look like there may be some kind of trend, some kind of normal in your workspace or with a financial involvement that you have that is starting to go into a downward swing. And this could be having some negative repercussions throughout the office, throughout your field, or throughout your industry. With the Ace of Cups reversed, it's normally a situation that is calling our attention to affiliations that are actually blockages, or trends that are very unhealthy, or maybe work ethics, or styles, or projects or plans that are faulty in some way. And we are going to need to pay attention to where we might be going about something the wrong way, or a connection that we have financially, familially, or maybe professionally is going about their plan the wrong way, and it is having a negative impact on us. With the Six of Swords so close by, it may mean that we have to be ready to depart from this situation in order to protect ourselves and keep moving forward in a way that continues to profit and secure us. When it comes to our community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, we've got the Hierophant upright. And with the Hierophant upright, there's going to be some really good news coming from somebody in a position of power, influence, or authority as it relates to a community that you're connected to, or maybe even, yes, something relating to your work life or your professional life. Now, this is a change in the law of the land. This could literally be something going on in maybe a municipal or maybe state or countrywide kind of situation as it relates to you in some way, or this could be a legal matter that is more personal, or this could be something that is going on, again, in your field, your industry, or your family. This change in the law of the land, however, is flipping a lot of scripts in your favor. So be prepared to cash in and seize on the opportunities that come forward from this. When it comes to your challenge this week, you have the Three of Wands reversed. Pay attention to where you might be missing out because you hold on to the wrong things. The Three of Wands reversed is always saying, open up. Get rid of the tunnel vision. Stop fixating on what you know and get ready to be taken to better spaces, very much like we saw with the Six of Swords. This week we may be finding out about opportunities that we have been missing out on, maybe because of some unhealthy attachment or block in the Ace of Cups reversed scenario. Or we may be finding out where we have been missing out on something for a while, but we can still grab it. Make sure that we are not married to plans or to agendas or to strategies that may be keeping us from being able to see a wider panoramic view of our world, because the Three of Wands reverse is all about getting ready to see what you've been missing out on and see what you can still do. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Four of Wands reversed. And it does look like there is some kind of new structure getting built around you and your love life. A lot of you who are single or are available to new people are going to find that we are laying the bricks for a new long-term commitment. This could be with somebody that you've been seeing recently, a person of interest, or this could be a very strong, very sturdy new relationship opportunity that is stepping forward, and we're already getting to work. For those of you who are coupled or are married, this is you and your partner, you and your spouse, or maybe even the whole family getting together to finally commence with some kind of big move or accomplishment that has been a good while in the making. It could be a few months, it could even be a few years. I always call the Four of Wands reverse the preparation before the big moment card, right? This is where, before the gala, before the ceremony, before the wedding, before the reception, whatever, we're getting all the cooking together. We are cleaning up the dance hall. We're getting all of it set up. And this whole week is about setups for you. So that is what I've got for you all, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. And your spiritual theme this week is the Page of Pentacles, reversed. This is all about quitting, knowing what to quit, knowing what to drop, knowing where to downsize, knowing when to call it quits on things that are not sprouting. Seeds that you may have planted or things that you may have been trying to start that are just not growing. And taking your resources, taking your time and your energy and putting them into things that will. With the Page of Pentacles reversed, we are being called to look around and see, all right, what is the condition of the world I am trying to build versus the world that I am in, and where do I need to start pulling things apart, doing a bit of dismantling in order to shift out of a pattern that is not working for me. In fact, with the Page of Pentacles reversed, you may be getting a chance to quit a lot of things you don't want to carry on anymore anyway, and this is your go ahead to do just that. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you do have the Justice card reversed. And this week is going to bring to your attention some kind of move, contract, agreement, or affiliation that has actually been harming you in some way. This could be a bad relationship with a business affiliation. This could be a harmful or toxic client situation, maybe a financial agreement that you have on paper, an account, or maybe something going on with a household or a family member in another household. With the Justice card reversed, while this can be troubling news, it's important to also remember that this is about bringing this to your attention so we can cut it to ribbons, clear the situation, eliminate the problem and the cause and the core of that problem from our lives. However, we are going to need to make sure that we are allowing ourselves to do just that. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, and other people, we have the Emperor upright, and it does look like there is a new power player stepping into your world, or you may be getting elevated to a new, more powerful and influential position yourself by somebody that you care about, or just maybe by the community at large. Because the Emperor is all about you getting a chance to call the shots when it comes to how things are operating in your world and start to see those shots materialize very, very quickly. This could be a boss, this could be a landlord, this could be maybe a leader in a community that you are a part of. They could either be elevating you up to the same position or giving you their power to do with what you will. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the King of Pentacles upright. Virgo, you're an earth sign. This is you. Your challenge this week is raising your standards. Okay, the King of Pentacles is all about polishing everything so that it is its most secure, its most lucrative, its most healthy, its most productive, its most loving, it has the most longevity, all of that. And when we have the King of Pentacles show up as a challenge, we are being asked to see where are we not running the tightest ship? Where are we allowing too many rats into the inner court? Where is it that we have been too loosey-goosey when it comes to our own disciplines? Where is it that we need to become the Emperor, become the King of Pentacles ourselves. You may need to start cracking the whip where you didn't before. You may need to crack the whip on yourself, and I'm saying this to myself as a Virgo. Or it may be even you have to enforce higher standards of conduct around you, where you've maybe been a bit permissive to your own detriment in the past. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the World upright. And this week is all about everything all coming together for the Virgo people in love. This is about the big level up moment that is basically prepped for with the Judgment card in the tarot and attained in the World. With the World card upright, we see a relationship story, a love story come full circle and now be ready to take on a new station, a new status, and a happier, healthier normal. This could be something going on for those of you who are coupled or who are married, because it's finally all coming together in a way where you are able to have the home you want or have the relationship setup that you want. Maybe this is a big breakthrough when it comes to a journey you've been taking as a couple or as a family, especially when it comes to getting a chance to step out of a world, so to speak, that you and your partner or you and your love intended have been living in for some time. This is also going to be a week where some very good news coming to both of you, you and your partner or you and your love intended, is allowing this relationship to go through a wonderful metamorphosis. When it comes to those of you who are single or are available to new people, very much the same energy is going to be present. However, it's going to be showing up through somebody new or somebody very recent. With the World card upright, this could be something that changes the type of relationship that you will have, because it's changing the type of relationship that you and the other in the situation want. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme of the big focus is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This week, we might encounter some stumbling blocks when it comes to a lot of plans, a lot of projects or pursuits that we may be engaged in, and we are going to be put to the test to see if we can find a better way. The Eight of Pentacles reverse can sometimes show up where we need to pay attention to where if we're going to grow, if we're going to take on new opportunities, we need to be a lot more careful about our skill set. Do we have the education or maybe the skills that we need in order to do right by the opportunities that we are seeking? Are we in a situation where maybe a strategy or maybe a long-term journey is being done in a fairly haphazard way? Are there important details that we are missing? While it may seem like a very challenging call-out kind of card, there is also, however, another energy or another element to this, and that is there are opportunities for big growth or for major expansions and new liquidity, new abundance, and new satisfaction in the offering this week, but we do need to be ready to update and upgrade our education, our skills, as well as our strategies in order to attain them. When it comes to material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you do have the Knight of Cups upright, and it does look like there is a beautiful new financial or professional commitment being offered to you. And with the Knight of Cups, this is definitely something that has a personal nature to it. This could be something that is custom designed for you. This could be because somebody takes a personal shine to you. They want to do you a favor. Whoever or whatever the offer is coming from may even just be a perfect fit. We have finally kind of hit our stride, and this is setting us up for a beautiful 2023. However, because this is going to be a commitment that does require some time and space and skill from you, there may be some things that we need to reorganize, downsize, or even selectively reduce in other areas of our life in order to make room for it. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Two of Swords reversed. And this week, there's going to be another commitment that is set in stone as it relates to a very important alliance or contact that you have. This could be a business partnership, this could be a friend, a family member, or even an entire group. Now, with the Two of Swords reversed, this is a sign that somebody is finally giving you a commitment that you need, and that a road that you are going to be on with this person or with these people for some time is finally going to be embarked upon. With the Two of Swords reversed, this is always great news, especially if there has been some kind of delay or maybe procrastination or block that has been keeping this show from getting on the road. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. Make sure that you are able to, well, honor the commitments that you are making this week. And that's basically all there is to it. The Knight of Pentacles is about taking things with a seriousness and a methodical attitude and making sure that we are not being too rash, impulsive, or maybe hot-headed when it comes to making new commitments and breaking old ones. Yes, that will be necessary this week, but with the Knight of Pentacles, we want to keep in mind that this whole week is about setting us up for success, especially when it comes to new disciplines, new work ethics, and even more highly capable work associations and affiliations. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles as a challenge, though, can also indicate that we need to know when to make practical decisions, not emotional decisions, about things that we know are going to be working with and for us in better ways than others. And you may have to let go of some emotional attachments to things or even to people that are not going to be giving you what you give them. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Five of Swords reversed. And this is a week where there is a lot of peacemaking going on, because the Five of Swords reversed is all about the dissolving of conflict, or the end of rifts, the end of schisms, which is always really, really good. And for those of you who are coupled or are married or have a person of interest, yes, this could be the dissolution of some kind of fight or controversy that has been low-key or high-key prevalent in your relationship, whether this is between you and your significant other, or this is between you and your significant other and another household or another matter, right? You guys might be fine, but we might be at war with that family, whatever is going on over here. Either way, with the Five of Swords reversed, we are calling the conflict quits. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this could be, yes, the opportunity to connect with somebody that we didn't get the right impression of in the past. Now, this more than likely will be a situation where both people have had the wrong idea about the other. This could even be something that goes far back into the past. Maybe it was somebody from college or an old work situation where we didn't like each other at the time, but people do change if they're healthy. Or this could be a situation where maybe there was just something that didn't get off on the right foot, and a rush to judgment cost us a good opportunity, either theirs or yours. But the Five of Swords reverse says, have another look. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Hermit reversed. And this week is all about coming into the limelight, getting out of obscurity, gaining some much needed visibility as it relates to maybe some social or professional priorities that you have, but also getting a chance to connect with more people in your life that are going to be of enormous assistance to you. When we have the Hermit card reversed, it's important to get over any fears you may have of visibility, of prominence. When people talk about the fear of success, it's not just about fear of doing well or having a lack mentality. Sometimes we can be afraid of visibility because we just don't want to draw the attention of lurkers and dysfunctional crazy people. I totally feel you there. But you sometimes gotta get over it. Because with the Hermit card reversed, you are going to get put in a situation where a lot of maybe endeavors or commitments that you have this week are rising to a new place of prominence, but it does require, taking up more space. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this week, there is going to be a shift in a situation where you have been juggling multiple roads, multiple accounts, multiple projects, but it's because something that is very close to you or something you've been working very hard on is going through a big elevation moment. It is starting to rise in terms of its profitability, its power, and its security. And with the Two of Pentacles reversed, it may displace something else that you have been also trying to make time and space for. That being said, this is still a very, very good week, but it is going to require you to put all hands on deck. A lot of you may also find with the Two of Pentacles reversed that your life is getting simplified without actually losing any security, and there may be a lot of busy work or a lot of time-consuming contacts or connections also going away. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Seven of Cups upright. And there may be some confusion that needs to be worked out in a friendship situation, a group that you're a part of, a business partnership, or a family situation. The Seven of Cups can sometimes show up where there is a risk of maybe a plan losing its way or people not being able to move forward because they don't know what they want. This can be very frustrating, especially when you are trying to work with people and they can't help you help them because they can't form a thought, because they don't know where they stand, they don't know what they want, and you may actually get a little bit frustrated this week with certain folks. The Seven of Cups, however, is indicating that this is still going to be a good week for you socially, because while we may be dealing with some of those confusions and frustrations, we're also going to be drawing in a lot of new social contacts and even pulling in existing contacts and allies closer. So again, it's going to be kind of loud around you this week, but you can make it work. When it comes to your challenge, you do have the Eight of Swords reversed. Getting rid of attachments and complexes that do not serve, but for whatever reason, we keep trying to validate and affirm them or hold them. This could indicate a need for you to be ready to accept some freedoms that you don't think you can accept right now. Sometimes the Eight of Swords reversed is about getting rid of attachments to people or to past situations or unfinished business that need to kind of go away and disappear on their own versus be constantly re-energized, entertained, reprocessed and overprocessed over and over again. This can be what causes delays. This could be a time where some of you need to start cutting some cords, untying things from which you've been bound. With the Eight of Swords reversed, you are getting a freedom break this week, and so make sure you're not staying stuck in situations that ultimately don't belong to you anymore. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Tower upright. And it does look like there is going to be a life direction changing event that is taking place with a partner, whether it's happening to you and a partner at the same time, or you and a significant other, or a spouse, or it's something happening in their life. With the Tower card upright, we see the end of an era. We see a certain storyline or a certain constant getting completely demolished. This does not necessarily have to be a bad thing. Sometimes this can show up where a big break just turns everyone's world upside down for a while. But with the Tower card upright, it will still come with its fair share of stressful moments. It's important to keep in mind that as we go through this life direction changing experience, that we and our partner allow ourselves to look at a new way to do this relationship and all of the involvements that are attached to it. When it comes to those of you who are single or are available to new people, yes, there is new love on the way this week. However, this person or you may be going through this experience yourselves individually, and we are going to want to wait for the dust to settle before doing anything too serious. This is still opening up love with this person. This is still making this possible, but we got to make sure we do not do anything rash this week either. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to check out your rising and your moon sign. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Six of Pentacles upright. And this is going to be a week where a massive influx of resources, goodwill, favors, and hookups are going to be coming your way, because the Six of Pentacles is all about receiving the investments that other people are putting in us in order to further our cause, our goals, our desires, and take them to bigger and better spaces. With the Six of Pentacles, you may need to be ready, however, to accept help and to accept guidance with that help. These investments that are coming to you, however they show up, are not necessarily unconditional, but they're not negative either. So I don't want anyone to think that they're making the deal with the devil. No, they're not. In fact, with the Six of Pentacles, you may be finding that what is coming your way is going to also be bringing more value to everything that you do. But you are going to want to be ready to be tutored every once in a while as to how to keep this good fortune going. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, we see this with the King of Wands upright. Somebody is going to be promoting you, really propagating your good name, your work, your business, and setting you up with a situation where you are getting a lot of hookups, financially and professionally speaking. The King of Wands is the man with the hookup. May not necessarily be a man, though. With the King of Wands, you are going to be finding that a certain budget goal or a certain financial goal or professional goal is going to be expanded and also accelerated in its growth. Work may be demanding every once in a while because the King of Wands does like to put the nose to the grind and get things going as fast as possible. However, you are sure to profit from this. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Page of Swords upright or the Princess of Swords upright. And it looks like there is going to be some kind of shortcut getting revealed to you through a contact, an ally, maybe somebody known or somebody new that is going to be giving you a chance to cut down on time spent and time budgeted towards a certain venture or pursuit that you have been engaged in either by yourself or with a friend, a family member, a partner, or an ally of some kind. The Page of Swords often shows us a better way to get something done. It may be presenting a lot of interviews, a lot of meetings, a lot of, strategic get-togethers that are also going to be accelerating your progress, very much like the King of Wands upright. But instead of just accelerating something by putting power behind it, the Page of Swords, or the Princess of Swords, is accelerating us by showing us a faster way. When it comes to your challenge this week, we've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. Get your hand out of the cookie jar this week. Sometimes we may be holding on to things that are keeping us stuck, and we don't necessarily know it. Where are we playing it too conservative to the point of being preservative? Where is it that we are maybe being a little bit too possessive, a little bit too overprotected? Where is it that we may be clinging to the ground when we want to fly? The Four of Pentacles reversed is asking you to release things that ultimately are keeping you from receiving blessings with both hands. Remember, if your hand is stuck in the cookie jar, it's because you're holding on to the cookie. Don't blame the jar and don't blame the cookie. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Swords upright. And this week, a lot of you are going to find that some kind of chronic headache, chronic irritation, interference, or maybe adverse block or restriction that has been imposed upon you in love or your relationship, or maybe just your significant other or your spouse, is getting treated this week. The Queen of Swords always shows up with swift, decisive solutions to problems that have been a bit mysterious or issues that have just been so perennial we've become accustomed to them. The Queen of Swords, however, we want to keep in mind is not necessarily all that interested in the emotional whys and hows and why something is the way it is. If it's creating harm, if it's creating lack, it doesn't matter the origin story. And you may find that this week some of the Queen of Swords' influence may even seem a bit brutal to you and your partner, and yet at the same time we have a hard ass with the heart of gold. Now this could be an attitude that you are taking on, this could be an attitude your partner, your significant other is taking on, or this could be a helpful third party helping you and your partner get out of a stuck space. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is likely going to be somebody showing up in your world that, yes, could make a very good love partner, but will also be doling out a lot of these, these offers or these suggestions or these moves at the same time. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. If you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, don't forget I've got a new segment, the card of the week, talking about just the main theme of everything moving this week, and that's the first chapter of this video. And with all of that said, let's get down to business. For your big spiritual theme, your big focus, you have the Queen of Wands reversed. This week is going to be fraught with a few confrontations, I'll be honest, because with the Queen of Wands reversed, it's all about taking on situations that have been conditioned or orchestrated by what we might consider the quintessential mean girl experience or mean girl energy. The Queen of Wands reversed is a manipulator in a very big way, but in a very overt, aggressive, and hostile way. Now, it may not necessarily be a mean girl, it might be a mean boy, it might be just a mean person or group of people. But with the Queen of Wands reversed, whatever is going on this week, you're going to be tearing down a lot of normals, a lot of hierarchies, as well as a lot of conditioning that has been built around you to serve these negative influences. And this is going to pop up in different corners of your life. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Death card reversed. And this week is going to be forcing the finishing touches on some kind of transition or transaction that has been getting delayed for quite some time as it relates to a financial or professional matter. And it could be a bit of a slog in the beginning, but this is still very positive for you, especially if there has been some kind of move, transfer, or transaction or contract that you have been looking to finalize, complete, and get over and done with. We may even be discovering with the Death card reversed those responsible for the delay and the hang-ups in the first place. Whatever happens, just keep in mind that this is supposed to be over, and luckily there's more than just you making it so, and once it is clear and clean, you will be reaping the rewards. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, we've got the Four of Swords reversed. And it looks like there is going to be some kind of unexpected big break going on in another person's life. This could be a friend, a relative, an ally, somebody that you care deeply for. And I'm getting very positive energy from this Four of Swords reversed, almost like an overnight change in their fortune that is now having them kind of go nuts, but go nuts in a good way. Because I'm feeling like you are going to find that somebody is not only hitting it big, but they are immediately throwing their weight around in a way where the swaths of destruction that they are bringing are to your benefit, possibly helping you fight that Queen of Wands reversed experience. You may also find with the Four of Swords reversed that somebody is going to be making a power move or power call in your life that is also going to be altering your life direction seemingly overnight, possibly might take a week or two, but it's all for the good. It's a stressful blessing that this person is pulling off for you. Your challenge this week is the Nine of Swords reversed. And this is all about getting over your own guilt. Getting over might be what could be considered conditioned or cultured attachment to things that are not healthy for you, or to insecurities, or to guilty complexes, or survivor's guilt, maybe guilt about mobility, right? Class mobility, financial mobility, family mobility, love mobility, whatever it is. We need to be ready to get rid of it, because the Nine of Swords reversed shows us where our fear of something that we love, something that we enjoy, the fear of something that we want is actually holding us back. And what are we afraid of? Are we afraid of success? Are we afraid of a move? Are we afraid of a clean slate? Are we afraid of new love? Are we afraid of magic? Whatever it is, we need to be ready, because these things are coming to work for us. We do not want to get in their way. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Seven of Swords upright. And this week, you might need to be careful around a situation that a partner or a significant other is trying to pull off that may actually be putting them or you at risk. I'm seeing with the Seven of Swords, you're kind of catching an odd behavior. This could be something that a partner or a significant other is doing with the best of intentions, but it is so rash and impulsive that it may actually be doing more harm than good. We may be discovering them trying to enact this week, or that they may not necessarily know what they are doing, or this is just an unstable effort that needs to be regrouped and rethought. With the Seven of Swords, I certainly don't want you to go and push for this, or maybe get in on this. This is something where we may be stopping somebody from, again, making an ass of themselves. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, you may be finding a similar situation in somebody new. Again, the Seven of Swords classically is referred to as the Lord of Unstable Effort, and there could be a plan or maybe some kind of pursuit getting enacted where all of the pieces are not there, or they're not put together the right way, the glue is not dried, or there is just something way too risky to be worth it. That a partner or a partner intended or a love interest may be trying to bring forth into being. We don't want to get on on an ocean liner made of popsicle sticks and hope for the best. What can we do to fix this? So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme, or the big focus, is the Star reversed. And this week is all about good news, about new futures that are starting to take form, that we need to be ready to adjust course for. There are a lot of lights turning on with the Star card reversed, but we're not going to be fully committed or fully engaged with them this week. This is a week of preparation for good things to come. You may be finding out about news of all kinds of different transformations going on atmospherically, environmentally around you. You may be getting some good news or confirmations from others, and you want to be ready to follow suit. A lot of the times the Star card reversed, we can't rush this, but we do need to make sure that we and all around us are prepared. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life. We see this with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This is the heads up card. Heads up, we've got a big shift, a big transition coming down the road here. And with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, you may be hearing about some kind of big break, new job opportunity, or a transformation going on in a financial or working situation that you have that is going to completely wipe the landscape clear. With the Ten of Pentacles reversed, there may even be an influx of some bonus cash, things that you don't normally budget for, bonus opportunities or bonus wins, but you want to make sure that you hang on to them this week because this is all about setting you up for this big move. The landscape or the environment around this space of your life is going through a tremendous shift as we go into the rest of January and on into February. With the Ten of Pentacles reversed, you do want to be well prepared here as well. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Knight of Wands reversed. And this week, there may be some irritations that come up where you need to replace somebody in your life. And this could be a friend, this could be a collaborator, a family member you work closely with, or maybe even a teacher, a mentor, or somebody in a special group or community that you're a part of. With the Knight of Wands reversed, we are seeing somebody that is ultimately falling off their horse, making an ass of themselves, starting to dig themselves a deeper hole. And if we're not careful, they're going to suck everyone in with them. This can show up with a lot of flaky behavior, a lot of shallow plastic behavior, or this could be a sign that somebody is, two-faced. This is somebody who's not who they say they were, and their rash or impulsive behavior is threatening to, again, spread more negativity around. It could be disappointing, especially if this is somebody that you once, had a lot of admiration for, or somebody that you had high hopes for, but now we're kind of seeing that the answer is a no on him or her. That being said, you will be able to replace them, or you will find that this is somebody that maybe just didn't deserve the position they had in your life, and be better off once you cut ties. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Wands upright. Things are actually going very, very well for you, but with the Eight of Wands, it may almost feel like you can't keep up. You might feel like positive things are happening too fast. It's, you can't keep up the pace, and we might end up in a situation where we are struggling to cope with how fast these shifts, such as with the Ten of Pentacles reverse of the Star, are coming forth into being. Make sure you are not in any kind of circumstance where you can't answer the calls when they show up, right? Opportunity knocks, but it doesn't beg. With the Eight of Wands, this is also a time where you have got to be ready to speed things up, where you have been letting things go too slowly on the account of other people, whether it is a work project or a move or something that you're trying to change with a personal passion or craft, or something that you are trying to maybe change in a social situation that you have. With the Eight of Wands, it's time to put the pedal to the metal, and you are challenged with keeping up with how fast everything else is going. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Ace of Pentacles upright. And this is a beautiful week in love because there is a gift that keeps on giving that is manifesting here. Now, this could be something showing up for both you and a significant other to attain, to hold on to, or this may be something that a significant other is bringing into the relationship, into the marriage, or into the family. Or this could be some kind of good news around a joint pursuit that is now taking on a new form. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is promising wealth, happiness, abundance, longevity, and security, and all of that good stuff. But it's also going to be strengthening your relationship by bringing in a focus on more productivity, creating more ambitious relationship, a more enterprising family, and something that is setting us up to be on easy street. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, yes, we are going to have a chance to enjoy this with somebody new or with somebody recent, but we are going to be taking it a little bit slow, right? The slower it goes, the longer it lasts. That might seem contradictory with that Eight of Wands nearby, but with the Ace of Pentacles upright, there is a seed that is getting planted for a very, very strong relationship that is around the bonding over endeavoring, over productivity, over the friendship, and then things get really hot and steamy down the road. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting January 9th, 2023. And don't forget, I've got a new segment on this big, long video, the card of the week, and if you haven't checked that out yet, might want to go check that out too. This week, your big spiritual theme or the big focus is the Nine of Pentacles, reversed. And this is a week where we're going to be really getting down to business on clearing away that which we have taken on, which has not been a very worthy investment, things that are not necessarily paying off. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is all about cashing out of commitments, of projects, of involvements, while we can still get something out of them before they start to cost us. With the Nine of Pentacles reversed, this can be a very positive omen, especially if you have been looking to make a few escapes, or you have been looking to dislodge yourself from maybe circumstances that have become oppressive or entrapping or ensnaring in some way. However, you may have to step on a few toes this week in order to see this through. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Four of Cups upright. And you are being put on warning this week with the Four of Cups. Something that we have been not paying very much attention to, something that we've been ignoring, or something that we have not been giving a whole lot of value to is actually on the rise in terms of what it can do for you. Sometimes this can show up in the form of, roles, opportunities, transfers, moves, or projects that just don't seem to be as attention-grabbing, or they don't seem to be as important as they really are. They are diamonds in the rough, right? We can't judge things based on appearances, and there may be something that you run the risk of missing out on as it is going through its day. This could be something that you hear through the grapevine at the office. This could be something going through an email. This could be a new opening, or this may even be news about something that you've got going on with your own work aspirations, your own business, or maybe something you are trying to do with your living situation or your family. But with the Four of Cups, you're being asked to make sure you are not getting stuck on one track or stuck in one lane this week, because you might miss out. Pay attention to blessings in disguise, and pay attention to where the humble is now becoming the bold and the beautiful. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Three of Swords reversed. And with the Three of Swords reversed, there is going to be an opportunity to clear or eliminate some kind of obstacle or adverse block or restriction that has been standing between you and an important friendship, an important alliance, collaboration, maybe even something that has created a rift in a family situation, or something that's been blocking you from the pursuit of a deeply personal goal. With the Three of Swords reversed, however, this can still be, while it is a positive thing, this can be a difficult situation to navigate, because obviously if there's an obstacle there, the obstacle probably doesn't want to be moved or dealt with. Luckily for you, there's also going to be help coming from the other side of the obstacle that wants it taken care of and gone as well. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Wands reversed. Knowing when to let things take their course. Knowing when to bench yourself or bench other people when it's necessary. The Five of Wands reversed is all about knowing when to take a step back. Even in situations where you feel like you almost want to put on a show of trying, allow for maybe a bit of a mix-up to occur, right? The Four of Cups upright, changing our strategy, looking at things we're not paying attention to, not getting stuck in a single lane, can also mean paying attention to where we need to stop trying to fight for something that isn't working and allow something that is working or is promising its work already to have its time. Maybe with the Three of Swords reversed, we got to stop trying to validate or affirm a rift or an obstacle because it exists or because of where it came from and just let it be torn down. Maybe we need to take the advice of the Nine of Pentacles reversed and start cashing out of things that are not paying off. With the Five of Wands reversed, if you've wanted to do this for a while, guess what? Here's your permission. Here's your go-ahead. Take a load off this week by letting yourself get rid of some encumbering material. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the High Priestess reversed. And this week, there may be a need to have an important sit down about a story or a narrative that has been spun in love. Now, with the High Priestess reversed, more often than not, we see a situation that has been orchestrated or something that has been in the works for some time. This could be a discovery that you make, that a partner makes, that goes back even to the origin story of your relationship, or maybe it's something that followed you into the relationship, followed them into the relationship. And we have a chance to fix it. We have a chance to get rid of whatever this contrivance is. However, with the High Priestess reversed, it may not necessarily be all that easy every once in a while because, well, if a yarn's been spun, someone's been spinning it, and that's going to need to be checked on as well. And it could be sensitive topics. It could be a sensitive situation. What if this is forcing us to face people or face realities that we've not really figured out a way to face yet? When it comes to those of you who are single or are available to new people, you may find that the same thing is playing out. However, this could be an obstacle that is coming up as it relates to somebody trying to prevent a new relationship from starting, whether it's negative interference from people in your life or negative interference in the life of your significant other-to-be. And it's time to do something about it. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on into my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.